personal TV tomorrow as well.
Welcome back to another Saturday Night Live here at DT Coy. I do apologise. I've not long been back home after an absolutely fantastic day that I've had today. And I thought, do I still do the live show? Do I not? And I thought, hey, why not? What else is there to do on a Saturday night other than looking at me, DT Coy? So, yeah, like I said, it's been a fantastic day. I've come back with a few fish. So that'll be coming up in a video very soon. So we'll see how well that is, and hopefully might get a few guests on that might want to talk a bit more about how they found today and how well it's gone. So we'll just go through a few quick comments. I hope somebody does come on. So I've still got my slice of toast, but I don't want to eat while I'm live. Hello, mate. Hope all is well. All good, mate. Had a fantastic day today. Evening off on Budget Pond Keeper. Got a skeggy with a bone. An evening from Johnny. Are you the Johnny that I saw today? If it is, we're very nice to meet you. If not, still, good evening, Johnny. And then we've got good evening from Finn. See, you did get your live that you were after Linda. After all, I did get home a little bit later than, well, earlier than what I thought I was going to be home, but it got dark quite quick. And I thought, it's only 5. It's only like 5:30. What's going on? So I managed to put it together. That's why it's a little bit later than the 8 o'clock. But I was absolutely gobsmacked. I had 16 waiting. I kind of met toast and I realised, blimey neck, it's 27. Oh, quick. And I still obviously haven't finished my toast. But it's one of them. Happens sometimes. Hopefully all the sound and the microphone this week is working well. Lisa Leach, good evening all. Evening all, Phil. Good evening. What a lovely night for a koi chat. Hello, everyone. Well, it does start off as a koi chat. Sometimes it does go either way. But telling me that, everyone in the chat and me, and if anybody else does come on, it's quite nice. It's better than watching Saturday Night Telly anyway, that's for sure. Good evening from ANC. Evening from Andy's Koi Puddle. And just to let everyone know, part of my PC screen has sort of gone white. So I can't fully see the whole screen. I can see all the comments. So it's still all good. It's still working well for now. I'm still tight, that's what it is. Good evening all. Good evening, Gavs. And like I say, if you want to pop on and talk about a few things, and you're more than welcome to, mate. Obviously, it's pointless telling you where that is because you know where it all is to come on and etc. etc. But if anybody would like to come on, just click the link in the blue banner. It'll bring you backstage, and obviously then you can come on. And then Budget Pond Keeper, what a great day today. Good to meet you, and hope you all got home okay. I certainly got home, and it was certainly nice to meet you, Chris. And, it was a great event put on by Gaz and also Daz, Daz's Koi Farm for the Benny Grow on. Pardon me. Well, what I'll do, hopefully, I'll take my phone off of there, and I shall spin it round. I don't think it'll allow me to zoom in. Oh, it does, look, there we go. There's my Bendigoy. The tank does need a clean. That's tomorrow's job. But there's the Bendigoy right there, look. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So, yeah, well impressed with that. Oh, there we go. I thought it zoomed. Well, it's zoomed in a bit more than what I normally have it. If I go back that way. Come on, there we go. It's not as close to me because it looks really close. So, yeah. That's my Bendigoy. That's now in the trop tank. 2 minutes. Skeggy. And thank you, Budget Pond Keeper. Cabby, hello all. Good evening. Glad you made it on here. Well, you were pestering, weren't you, really? Come on. Are you doing your life tonight? Come on. Well, depends what time I managed to get home. So, but I did manage to make it home on time. And then we've got the Coy Widow. Good evening, everyone. Leo hasn't stopped talking about what a great day he's had today with some of you. Well, he's met me a few times now, so hopefully he enjoyed him, and that's all that matters. And then we're going to bring on Umbercoy, just while I keep going through a few comments. Evening, La.
Hey, mate, how we doing?
Not bad. A bit of a rush to acclimate the fish. Try and have some toast. I still haven't finished with toast. So sorry, I'm going to have to eat live on camera. I'm starving. Glad he enjoyed it. Wheels. Wheels.
Wheels in the leg mount.
Ah, you mean you mean Wills? Is that what you mean? And guys, I would just like to say a massive thank you to all who joined us today at the Daz's Koi Farm, the DKF, this afternoon. Like I said, great event from you and Daz. It was a great event, and I'm glad I came along. In fact, thanks for the guys. It's very much appreciated too.
Fantastic day.
Oh, God. The thing is, where it's broken, where the screen has actually broken, somebody's come backstage and I can't see who it is. I'm just going to have to click across. Hope for the best. I don't know who it is.
It's me.
Oh, here we go.
Right, just to explain, I'll just turn my camera around, and this is the problem that I've got, is the screen's like that now.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's got the big. Yeah,
It's got the big. Sort of cats and dogs.
that could be
fighting each
dangerous.
other.
You could have anybody in your backstage.
Well, now that's just took up the best spot possible, so now I can see who else is on. But yeah, and Dave is cheating. It's on heat in a trop tank. It's not going to be in the trop tank for too long,
It's
though.
not a competition, Gaz.
Well,
Well,
you
maybe
never
a little
know.
bit.
See what happens. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a little bit. You've got to be in it to win it. So, what did you think of today then, Daz?
I'm absolutely blown away, mate. I've not shut up about it all night. Stell's locked me in the kitchen.
That's because you didn't give her the cheesecake that she wanted.
Oh my God. Yeah. With 3/4 of the cheesecake, it looked a nice cheesecake. I just got it to the car. I was just loading some stuff in, and it slid and went straight on the floor upside down. So that went in
Look at Aaron's face. He's like, no way.
It was a slippery sucker. Like, you dropped yours as well, Aaron.
I did, yeah, I did drop mine, to be fair. But luckily, I dropped mine upside down into the box it was going in.
Yeah, mine at the sill of the car, then flipped over and went splat on the drive. There's no coming back from that.
I'll be honest with you, though. The cheesecake bit isn't cheesecake. It's like a marshmallow mix.
Oh no, God! I'm glad I threw it on the floor now.
It is.
It was destiny. That was. It was meant to go on the floor. It wasn't very nice.
It's nothing compared to what Paul's done us in the past. The Biscoff cheesecake. It smelled amazing, but
so they didn't use mascarpone cheese.
No.
No.
And then you got Phil and Lass that says, "Thank you all for today. It was a brilliant day." And Budget Point Keeper says, "Come back."
You guys made it though. I mean, I've absolutely had a brilliant time. I can't believe that so many people came, and you're also nice. I tell you, I had a moment.
It was a nice achiever.
I was absolutely buzzing.
And then Budget Point Keeper put,
Chris
coming today and making it a fantastic day.
It was a cracking achiever that he walked away with that one. To be fair.
Yeah, that was a monster. That was a proper shooter. That was. It was like 5 times the size of anything else.
Well, that's what it's about, you know. It's a nice event that you and Gaz put on, and you know it was nice, you know, to do something like that. And I've got one of your fish in my front room. What more can you ask for?
Well, you guys never stopped all day. I mean, but we all did our own little job, and we all worked like a well-oiled machine. It just couldn't have gone any better. Can't thank you all enough.
Well, this is what it's about, you know. We all get together. We help Gaz extend his pond. You know, you do stuff for us all, you know, and it's just nice for us to return a favour and help you out. You know, it's what it's about. It's about the giving and the taking, isn't it?
Yeah, but I certainly appreciate it because there's no way. Because I was stretched to my limit today. Seriously.
Yeah. I can see we're struggling. I'm like, I can't stand here. Right, I've got to help him.
Poor old Ben Rocher. I had to give him a lift back to his car. I forgot he got his fish in the boot of the car. He was just trying to get the boot lid open as I was driving off, dragging him down the street.
Hey, whoa, you forgot your fish. What? Oh, crap.
Poor lad's hanging onto the back of the car. I looked in the mirror, I thought, what's he doing? Oh, the fish.
This is what it's about, you know. With all Gaz's subscribers and that, you know, it's just brilliant. And like I said, the fish you've got down there, like I said, is that chag with that orange belly. That I'm going to have to photograph them and do a video of them tomorrow because it's too dark for me to then try and get head torches and it's too much. But like I said, Alice has called one Terry and other one's Jerry. Because it looks like a Terry's chocolate orange, doesn't it? So
it does, yeah.
Now Alice is smiling at me, so you know you've done a great job there.
Did you manage to get one of them as well, Dave? The orange-bellied shag.
Yeah.
Dave's got scaled and Deutsch version.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone else took one of them home as well, didn't they?
Yeah, Brett. It was
Brett
a real big
took one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett
unusual. I've never seen anything like them before. To be fair.
I know there's at least another one left in the pond, so I'll keep that one.
It is. I think they'll be best visible through a window, then, won't they?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, they're completely Deutsch. So from above, you just don't see them.
Oh, yeah, that's the only thing now, isn't it? I've put them in the pond, and I'm going to be like, "Where's this fish? I can't see the orange. I've lost it." And then, like Gaz has just put there, massive thanks to Mr. Tate for joining us and staying with the whole day with us.
I was blown away. I thought he's a busy man. I thought he'll perhaps pop in because you guys said the night before that he was going to pop in on his way through. And I thought, oh, it'd be nice to see him. And he'd perhaps stop half an hour. I'd no idea he was going to stop all day. That was brilliant. Thank you, Alan. Really appreciated the visit.
Well, I don't think Alan watches my lives, but if he does, it's very much appreciated. I know this might be putting me saying down, but I'm nowhere near as good as Gaz, and you know, with all this sort of stuff.
He's probably still driving, Dave.
He probably possibly, yeah. But still, you know,
really nice to see him in such a relaxed environment rather than suited and booted at most of the events we see him at. And he's just such a nice guy.
He is.
Has got the time for you. I mean, I was asking him loads of questions on near enough everything that was coming out the pond, and you know, it was great to get the feedback backs from somebody that does judging to see how you would pick stuff as well. Yeah, and to have a good laugh as well. It won. Yeah, it didn't come as a judge; just came as a normal person, and it was great. That.
Yeah, you can have a laugh and have some banter with him. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, just be careful though. Like it probably Gaz has said it on his live. When he's suited and booted, that's it. It's just like he just puts headphones on. Yeah. But
you've got to be there, otherwise you'd never get anything done.
Yeah. Well, it is, wouldn't it? Because you'll have everyone trying to stop you and talk to you. And I suppose you're there to do your job, aren't you? Then, aren't you?
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to see all the different, you know, I nearly said chags then, all the different Benny guys and see how they develop. I just picked mine because it looked slightly different. And I just thought, I'll go for that one. Because I was too busy with all this sellotape. I could have run you out of sellotape. Even you were like, whoa, that's too much sellotape. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Gaz's box looked like it being shrink wrapped.
Yeah, but when you've got, a fish of what
Yeah.
I'm not going to say because it's for him to say, but a fish of that quality and that standard, you've got to give it the extra mile, make sure it has a safe journey.
It was a big girl as well. Yeah.
And here we go, the man himself.
Evening, Gaz.
Oh, hang about. I've got this looping.
Ah, there we go. Nothing wrong with a bit of a looping because it's always.
I should know better.
Yes, but it's not your life now, is it? So you're all right.
Yeah, to the person, whoever it was that wrapped that fish up in that box, God damn, you used some tape on that.
That was Dave.
There was plenty. It was definitely not coming out, that's for sure.
No.
Well, after the speed bumps we went over, I think you're quite glad that it was.
Oh man, those roads were a bit dodgy, weren't they? We come down this one street and there were these. Well, it was a bridge, but it was that dark, pitch black, no street lights. It looked like big bollards across Midlet Road with them chevrons on it. We're like, what the hell's going on? And then obviously full beam went on and I could see tunnel. It was a bridge we were going under. Crapped herself for about a few seconds. Right, we're a good night, good day. It was absolutely fantastic, man. Massive thanks to everybody who turned up.
Yeah.
KWPR, evening, Dave, Daz, Aaron, evening, everyone. Hope everyone all is well. Well, after today, I tell you what, other than family holidays and Christmas, that's up there with, the best because I just enjoy being with, with all my mates, having a laugh and just helping out where I could. So I can't grumble, to be honest.
No, it's been a fantastic day.
Do you know what the kids made it as well, didn't they? None of them misbehaved. They was all had just such a good time there.
They were diving over each other and having scraps and all sorts.
God.
They were all loving it, man. Diving all over the place. It was good to see them all laking around and mixing in. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I bet you any money though, your mum wished she'd have never found the battery for that magnetic machine.
God!
The buzzer one.
Yeah. Because
that could have made your ears bleed after half hour listening to that, wouldn't it?
it did not. Well, she got them the batteries before she started cooking.
Yeah.
And then I heard it from outside and I thought, she's going to regret that.
What made it worse is obviously you lot went to get your cars to come back and then Bethany's playing with it and next to it, can you hear that noise? And she just constantly left it on and it went zzz. I'm like, please turn it off. Oh.
Who would have thought it does that you'd get 12 cars on your drive?
I know.
It was like a car park, man.
It was. Mind you, everyone was spot on with it. They all parked them sensibly. No one parked at an angle and took up 3 spaces or whatever. Yeah, it worked. It worked brilliant.
It certainly does, and to be fair, I hope in the future you and Gaz can do something else together. Put something on like that again.
I think we'll make it definitely a 12-month thing, but
a
sales thing like that on a regular basis because it was a bit of an eye opener, wasn't it?
We
got Mr. Tate there selecting fish and telling people which one, this one, that one, this one. Everybody's going like that. Alan, what do you think? What about this one? Yeah. This one, that one. It was good. I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely whacked.
Yeah, me too.
That took it out of me a bit, but it was a good day. It was a good day.
Well, it was because, like I said, all of us, was busy doing one thing or another, or people wanted fish. And I'm like, like you all went, and then obviously, if you've watched Gaz's video when he were at Vicky's for them fish for Daz, they've been, at Daz's now, and everyone's asking me questions about these fish, and I'm like,
Tamasaba next year does. What about one of them? Get some of them. We'll do a grow. Get some spawn growing on them. That'd be a good idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
it would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'd like to have a go at breeding some Tamasaba, to be honest.
Yeah, you're pretty good with goldfish, does.
Oh yeah.
We actually managed to palm off quite a lot of Axolotls as well. I think I sold best part of 50, 60 quid's worth of axolotls. That were a good deal.
Yeah.
And that was just myself.
Well, see what happens when you go down tomorrow. You'll be like, this tank looks empty. What's going on? Where's all the axolotls gone? Yeah.
I don't mind. That means the remaining fish can grow bigger and faster.
Yeah.
And we managed to get rid of. We did manage to rehome the
Colossus.
the massive, great big grass carp. Oh man, that I can't believe how much that thing's grown. That was.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen it.
Put a 6 inch
out
on it since it's been in your pond in the last 3.5 months, if not more.
Yeah. Did it put up? Did anyone see it get netted? Because
I netted it. Yeah, mate. Oh, no, honest to God, it come out. I tried to get it to the right hand side, and I got it over into the left hand corner, and I just literally net up, and I got another fish in with it, and just scooped that fish out and just swung it in.
Yeah.
Come in a piece of cake, mate. No struggle at all. It were all right.
I wonder if it's the temperature, because I put the net in the summertime, nowhere near the bloody grass carp. When it started tail walking, it's like across the other side and bounced off the side of the bloody tank.
It's because it's not coming, Daz. That's the problem. It's like, oh no, is he?
Obviously didn't like me.
It was Wayne that took it home with him, so sorry, mate, if it starts tail walking come midsummer.
But like I said, a brilliant day that you both put on, and like I say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all,
it was
all
a massive thanks to
it.
everybody involved. To be fair, Dave, yourself, Aaron, Vicky, your mum, Daz, for all the food, the catering,
all
and
of it
everything.
never stopped all day.
Vicky were running around like a blue-ass fly backwards and forwards with burgers, foods, coffees, teas, in and out, backwards and forwards. Your mum getting everything all prepped and ready, mate. Hats off to them all, because it were like clockwork. It were brilliant.
Yeah. Well, like we've done it before.
Never.
I don't know where I put your tea bags though, Daz.
Oh yeah, we're gonna say was that the tea caddy?
Yeah, it was tea bag thing. I don't know.
I thought there were tea leaves in bottom.
Your mum took the tea bags off me and said you can use this to put them all in because I said I need a tin that I can shake, but I don't know where the tea bags went.
Well, that's good because we've nicked the tea caddy for the drawer, and we nicked the sugar jar for put the money in.
So yeah, now all of a sudden all your sugar's gone walking, and now all your tea bags have gone.
How's it? No more cups of tea.
So now, if you ever go to Daz's Coffee Farm, unfortunately, only coffee's available.
Yeah, bring your own tea bags.
Everyone likes coffee. Then we've got like Jeff put there, brilliant day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Yes, thank you, Jeff, for my fish.
I did manage to bag myself a rather nice large kahaku. As Daz has already got 4 females and was trying to get himself a male, Jeff Lee's brought down another fish for him, and we got Alan to check it out when it was female. So it might just be in my pot. Well, there's no might be about it. It already is. It's steaming up and down in my pond now. So, but I have said, and what I have said, Daz, and I will say it on here like so everybody knows. If Vicky ever gets to the point where she wants to start it and she gets herself a male kahaku, then that fish is there and available. She can make use of it as breeding stock herself. So.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, I just didn't want to say what fish it was or what size it was until obviously you wanted to say what it was. So I just left it with all that tape on because it was a special fish.
And we had that many people. We actually had more people turn up than what we thought we were going to do.
Yeah.
And I walked out without a benny going.
Sorry, mate.
It was funny though, mate. It was funny. We actually had more people. Yeah. But I did get a nice little Deutsch lemon harawaki instead. So I'm growing on a lemon harawaki, but everybody has to pretend it's a Bendigo.
Well, you're already losing, Gaz, because it's not at 22 degrees, is it?
Yeah, it might be. Come tomorrow, mate. Don't you worry.
To be fair, I didn't get a Bendigo. I got a Matsuba, I think.
Yes, you got a Matsuba and a Ginrin Sankin.
Yeah.
He decided to do a let's curl up and board.
I've got that Ginrin Matsuba. That's another thing. If Crafty is watching, thank you very much. It got delivered Friday. Yeah, Friday morning, and that's in the pond. Settled in really well. Delivery came. all boxed up, really nice. And I tell you what, it's the smallest fish I've ever purchased, but until I went to Mrs. Koi Farm, but that's beside the point. But it's all for a good cause, and that's all that matters. No matter if I paid 20 quid, 50 quid, 100 quid for it, it's all for a good cause, and it's swimming around with all big uns, and it's even challenging them for the food. So you never know, next year it might be a decent size.
Yeah, and your box got recycled, Dave. Gaz's Haku went home in it today.
It's out there in the shed, Dave.
Yeah, well, it's better than coming home with a box that says thick bleach on it.
I tell you one thing I didn't know though. When I got home, I put the fish in the bowl to measure it up, 49 cm. When I bowled it, I measured it. I thought I put the bowl and just I'll do it in here in shed where there's a bit more light so I can see. And then I tried to get said bowl out of shed. I didn't realise that bowl doesn't fit through the door that way. I thought, well, I'll tip the water out the doorway and hopefully it'll go out the doorway. No. Flooded me garden, flooded me shed and my garden. All my carpets piss wet through each shed now.
I take it it's really heavy to carry.
Well, I tried to get it so I could turn it over a little bit to go out a door.
You thought if you turned it and then turned it back in really quick,
good, but
the water will fall out. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I'd do.
It didn't work.
Evening, Tony. Doing quite
Evening,
well.
Tony.
And then, because my partner Tony, that's in the background, if you watched her live about a month ago, she's come on. Because I've just gone, evening, Tony. She just waved it background at me.
T-Koi.
And then Aaron's just gone, T-Koi.
Yeah, boy knows.
Cheers, Aaron.
They all know who runs this show.
Oh, God. You've set it off again,
It's a
Aaron.
T that runs the show, innit? It's a
That's
T.
the
We
one.
all know. Well, she
got
comes on the
headphones
show so often, but it's definitely the T.
Well, she's come on once, and she quite enjoyed it, but she's very camera shy. Until I need to go do something, and then I couldn't get her off the screen. Then could I? Like, love, I'm here now. They don't want you no more. They want me.
The Kajaku tree's completed.
Come on,
It's a
Will.
belter.
Come on. You know what
Nice
to
one, Will.
do. If you wanted to, you don't have to.
Can
Come
we
on,
give it
Will.
a mention? In fact, Dave, you can give it a plug. This is your show. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, well, as you probably all know, because most of you probably will tune into Gaz's Koi Pond and his GKP Live. Because you always pronounce it as Gaz's Koi Pond, the GKP Live, so you can get a searchable result. He's doing an auction for Macmillan on the 7th of December, and Rick at New Forest is putting in a red Kajaku. Will's obviously done his bonsai tree, his wired bonsai tree. Hopefully, I'll come on and show it off. Yeah, it's a hard word when you be talking all day. Not like me. And there's, I think Vince has put in some artwork. I think there's a koi mug, and there's the artwork that's soon to be done by someone else, but I'll let them say that when it's all finished and done. And I don't know what the total is because I'm on here and I don't like messing, especially when my screen's
Let me
absolutely.
see if I can find out for you. 1 sec.
Because Macmillan, believe it or not, obviously, I have mentioned it in the past. Obviously, my mum did pass away, and you saw everything I did, where I did it for the brain tumor research, but also to back that up, she also got a lot of help via Macmillan for the right services, where to look for the help she required, etc., etc. So that's why I also wanted to put in and hopefully win the auction, which I did for that fish. So.
Did any of you see the koi signs that Linda had made?
Yeah, they were very nice.
Yeah, I've
They're
got
very
photographs
good
of
at
them
it.
as well.
Very
There's the
good.
link
I
if
like
anybody's
that.
interested and wants to be a part of it. The total that we're up to at present, which is all obviously thanks to yourself, is £1,207. So we're doing pretty damn good.
Like this. So do that.
That's just my son in the background because obviously I've got family, so he's just talking to Alice at the same time. And then,
I can't even move.
What? I don't get what you're on about Martin there with Saki Kari thing. I don't know.
There we go. What's that?
Yeah, WTF, B&Q are selling Sakiakari food online.
No way. No way.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Send me a link if they are.
Something else.
Can I get it on? Can I get a trade point discount?
But to be fair, you know, like you've said many times, Gaz, I think we all need to sort of get together, have a bit of a chat more about what food we're going to get next season, chipping together and get the food a lot cheaper. But it's all what
100%.
Yeah.
and see what happens out of that, whether it is sake, whether it is takasumi, whether it is that kit.
Sakai curry food online. That's got to be a piss take, surely.
Yeah. If you'd have thought so, but then ANC they've replied saying, what's the price like?"
I ain't got my laptop, but I'm dying to Google it.
Well, Andy's koi puddle was just put in there. I didn't believe that, but I just Googled it, and they are with a face.
They are 20 kg balance for $246.95.
Wow. Is that expensive?
$99 for 15 kg balance. So we've got two prices. So obviously somebody's shopping at more expensive B&Q than somebody else.
How much? How much was that?
£64 for 2 kg.
Oh, I wonder if I go to B&Q.
Gavin says as well, they are. What the heck?
If I go to B&Q and poke a hole in the bag, do you think I'll get it cheaper?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, damaged bags. 20% discount. This is got an hole in it.
And then Skeggy puts £199 for 15 kilos of balance. Well, depends where
that surprised me. I never thought that for a minute.
Yeah, I thought that was a
I
wind
don't imagine they're going to sell much because most people won't even know what it is.
Is this B&Q knockoff Nigel type B&Q? Or we're talking to the official B&Q?
I know somebody's going to have to look because I can't see half my screen, can I? So every time I do that, I'll forget where I am again. You've seen how bad screen is, but you know. But it's one of them. If they are selling it, I don't think they're going to sell it in big numbers, but through live shows and that. You know, if six
high up at B&Q, obviously has a pond.
Straight up, it's right. They are as well. They are still doing it.
I honestly thought that was a joke then, and I thought Andy's koi puddle was in on it then, but obviously it is right.
Do you not get 30% off on a Wednesday if you're over a certain age?
Yeah, Pensioners Day, but I think they stopped doing that now.
It's legit, Dave. They are.
Wow. So, are we all getting our nanas to go in and get sake curry on a Wednesday?
It says it's through aquatics too.
To you.
So unfortunately, Daz, you can't go in and just accidentally do what you said.
Black Friday deals now online in store, plus free delivery to thousands of products. Shop now. B&Q. Sakai Kari, Growth Diet Fish Food Medium Pellet 2 kg, £56.95.
Well, I think if you go on your group, I think, Martin, I think I'm on your group. If you send me a message, I can share my screen and do all that malarkey.
Can't believe that.
They'll be selling koi next.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Jock B&Q. Go where your customer is appreciated and the price is right. Oh, B&Q shops, gave you.
To be fair though, the price ain't right for sake curry anyway. The best place I've seen it for is at the shows, and that'd be not the price is right. It's the only price I can afford to pay for it. So
yeah,
but it's one of them. I suppose if there's 6 or 8 of us, you know,
that's a big
difference,
difference,
whatever. Then I don't know. They know whether you decide to buy it off if it is sake, takasumi, whatever.
Do you think if you buy 5 bags of it, they'll throw you in some plumbing parts as well?
It's a 40mm waste pipe.
I'd be hoping you get a wheelbarrow to
buy
get
10
it
bags of it. You get a what is?
You get an orange bucket, don't you?
Hilti nail gun.
I think there might be something wrong with yours, Tony. Why is this stream so out of focus? Well, mine's in
Why is
focus.
this stream so out of focus? Well, it looks clear as a bell.
Focus to me.
There we go, Tony.
I got it running on my monitor, being in here, and my monitor watching it, and it's.
Put your different glasses on, Tony.
Yeah, give your glasses a quick wipe.
Yeah, I was going to say,
went
stop
through
looking
to the
for
other
all
room
them
to get a
tanks.
drink, and Nikki and Leo are watching it on the telly, and it's crystal clear.
There we go. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 or 5 people. So it must be something at your end. Try restarting your internet, Tony. Wait 3 minutes and turn it back on again. That might fix it. I learned that from a good person.
Take an hour to your TV and buy a new one.
Yeah.
That's your answer to everything, guys.
Smith.
Does.
And then ANC put their Sakia card, go to Adam Byers as a group, cheaper all round.
Yeah.
Well, it's something that we'll have to look into because there's that coil dealer that I says to you, you know, there's that one. So I suppose if we have a look at it, but it's whoever we can get interested in it first, because you can't go to somebody, well, if I can get 6 people, what's the price of this or that? Because we might just go jog on.
Yeah.
To be fair, Adam Byer was selling it cheap when we went to his place. It was cheap. It was show price when we went there.
Is it Will saying he's got flukes again as well? There, look. It's a pain in the ass, mate, aren't they? Fluke Pete can treat in all temperatures, though. So I know you're doing it already, mate. But fingers crossed you get on top of them, bud.
And come on, Will, jump on and show everybody your tree. Come on,
let's show the tree.
Have you put a link in the description to jump on?
Yeah, it's at top.
It's at top of the blue banner. It's always the. That's one thing I can never forget. And then we've got evening, guys, for Brian Clover. Good evening, Brian. That's a new name. I think that's come on my stream. So thank you very much for tuning in. It's very much appreciated. Everyone's welcome here. And if you do want to come on, where the blue banner is, you know, it's nice to see new faces on lives rather than just my face all the time. It's like guys will probably know, it's quite hard to do it on your own.
Can I just mention an email that I've just received? I know I will bring it up again on Thursday night. Somebody sent me an email saying that they're. What the heck is that? I think it's Mr. Webb's. CGHVIDP Prod. What the heck's that? Gary. I think it's Mr. Webb. I think he sent me a message saying that he's pulling out of. So unfortunately, we've lost one of the prizes, which will be the pan net. Koi sock. Gaz, very sorry but I'm pulling out of the auction on the 7th as it's the last few days I've received an increasing number of vile emails and messages relating to a matter that seems to have occurred. Thank you very much, mate, for letting me know. Well, that's one down. Never mind.
I'm not saying. I'm saying nothing on the matter. And here we go. The man himself.
There we go, Will.
Come on, Will. Show us this tree.
How's it doing? Yeah. All done and finished. You got it all boxed off and. Oh,
Dave, can you make Will big because he's about 1 centimetre on my screen? We're looking at this tree.
Well, if I remove everyone else, it can.
Oh, right. He removed himself.
Where's he?
No, because what I'm doing is I don't know how to just make him just one screen.
Just click on him and then go solo. But I don't know if he's got his tree available. Oh, it is there. There you go.
Right, we're ready, Will. 3, 2.
Hang on, I've got to make.
Oh, there we go.
No pressure now, Will. You're there, bud. You're on it.
You're there.
Your solo layout.
I did say 3, 2, 1.
It's still setting, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Hang on, he's gone.
That looks absolutely mint. That.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Mate.
Oh yeah.
That is absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
honestly the
Well-
best angle. Obviously, I'll get better pictures of it on the night.
Can we have a look at the pot, Will? Nice, mate. Well done.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
That looks like that is probably quite heavy as well, mate.
Well, it is. It's kind of. Oh yeah.
Now that looks smart anyway.
Yeah.
Well, at first I did put the roots so they were coming out, but it just didn't sit right.
Well, I'll tell you what, bud. I'm not blowing wind up your butt, but that's the best one you've done yet. That is
I
wicked.
know it is, you know, it's freaking awesome, you know. And you know what? Oh, you can take me back off screen now.
There you
Wow.
go, Will.
Where
Well,
are
I've
we?
got to give you your minute where you're, because that is mint.
It
Yeah.
looks better. So anyone who's had a tree off
That's
me,
off to you, bud.
anyone who's had a tree off me before, they look better. It's swear to God, I'm sitting here, I just can't take my eyes off it.
Well, we've got, that's fantastic, Will, from Jeff.
It is.
ANC says, I like that. And then Lisa Leach says, that's fab.
Yeah.
Well, that was
It's
going to be
just-
auctioned, didn't it? So everyone can be in it to win it.
Yeah, that and the fish.
Thank you, sweetheart. And
That
then
is,
Becky,
I'll tell you what, mate, you have complimented the fish with that absolutely 100%, mate. That is bang on.
It is.
As Rick would say, that's a banger.
It is. It's it's stunning. And it is heavy.
He looks
then-
heavy. He won't blow over in the wind anyway.
no, that's for sure.
How are you going to
No,
post that?
That I don't know. I'm open.
I'd
I'm
say
open.
carefully.
Yeah,
Yeah, if someone local wins it.
I'm hoping Dino wins it. It's only 2 miles away.
Well, you want Dino, and frankly, Coy don't live far away from you. So really, you want somebody on that spinner
Yeah.
wheel to live locally to you.
Nah, you know what? He usually posts them up and boxes them up and that, and it'll be safe. Once that resin sets, it'll be solid. You will never move it.
And then Tony's just put there, Uncle Will has done well with his tree. Well, like Gaz said there, that is fabulous. And I tell you what, that definitely 100% tops off with a Kajaku, doesn't it?
It does, mate.
Yeah.
Compliments
It
it
does.
perfect.
Yeah, it
And
does.
then I can't find it again, but in somewhere in the chat, there we go. I'll bring that up. If you go back through the chat, or if Vicky's on mine, if she is, if you don't mind putting that further down in the comments, or if Gaz can do it, that's the link to the GKP live auction, where you can, if it's £5 a raffle ticket number, all the funds are going to the Macmillan. And like I say, there's different, like I say, you've got that tree, you've got the Kajaku, you've got something special coming from me and Gaz when he's finished it, and then you've got.
You can tell him if you want, mate. You've made them, haven't you? You've produced them.
Well, them two was bought because I thought it'd be better for them two that we bought because it's made it of thicker steel.
You want me to
To
grab them?
go when, yeah, you can do if you don't mind. These are what else is going in as well, that I've donated, but Gaz is going to spray paint them all up. It's not the same one Gaz has got, because I wanted to have a thicker one, so if it goes on somebody else's pond, then it's going to last a bit longer than what mine are. But yeah, please do us a huge favour, and if you've got a spare £5, and our money is tight, but it's all for a great cause. And I tell you what, and everyone that has been affected by cancer one way or another, Macmillan always are the people to go to. They always know how to help you or get you to the right teams or places, and they always help you. So now I'll scroll back down to these. Down. There we go. We've got. Oh, I've probably clicked up. Yeah, there we go. There's a link again at the bottom. Lisa Leach. Then put maybe a travel train from person to person if far away. Just an idea.
I'll post it out. It's
There you
I know
go.
because somebody did mention about doing a relay thing.
They actually look even better now that you can see the white on the screen. But them two were going in the auction when Gaz has sprayed them up to make them look better.
So I'm thinking about doing one as a Hiyatsura and one as a Shuruwatsura. So we've got orange and black, black and white.
I think it makes sense.
That'll look good.
They look nice.
They were what my partner Tony bought, and I says to her, so all that to do, bless her, you know, I says to her, it's for Macmillan, and they did stuff for my mum. She went, right, you don't need to send them all, just put them in the auction, job's done. So, and it's just nice to just donate something as well as you know, helping money wise to donate too.
Yeah, and if we I know this is a lot to ask, but don't sod it. I'm more than happy to ask, as Will asked the other day. If we can hit the 2,000 mark, not only would that be absolutely fantastic and blow us all away, we will get a promise from Rick where he said he will eat one of his super red hot chilies live on the show. And now I've suggested, and we spoke about this today, we're suggesting that he does it towards the end of the show. One, that'll keep people there if we do get there. But two, he won't have to spend the remaining of the show over a top of the toilet and he miss it all. So, yeah, where he's,
I've got one of these chilies on my extractor, and to put it in perspective how hot they actually are, we cut one slice off and I dipped it in Nicky's tongue, and it's mega.
And if anybody that is in the chat would like to, you know, ask any of the panel or ask me any questions, then feel free to drop them in the comments.
I've got a quick question, if it's all right.
Of course it is, Will.
Flukes. I've got flukes again. You get them all year?
Yeah, they can come anytime, mate. Yeah, they don't particularly like the cold weather as much, but yeah, they're a bane of your life, mate. No matter when. They can be.
Gaz knows well. He's got the Yorkshire strain.
I've actually think I've got my pond clear of them now, but yeah.
Don't they dormant off in winter?
I thought that.
But it's not winter yet.
I had them in the summer.
We're still
treated them, and I thought, I've got them now, and now I've got them again.
Yeah.
We
haven't hit winter. They tend to. I don't know as so much as I don't think they die off. I think they become a bit more dormant and
exactly
in the winter period.
I think they just stop riddling us as much. In the hotter it is, the more they riddle about, the more they're moving over your fish, the more it irritates them. Yeah.
Well,
do you know what? Because on the microscope, I only found like 1.5. One that was
1.5. Yeah. How can you find 1.5?
No, listen to me. Hear me out. I mean, one that was like freaking wiggling like a freaking worm, like a fucking fluke. But then one was just like fucking.
So we're dead.
Fucking half dead sort of thing. But yeah, it weren't as bad as the one in the summer.
Have you?
1 second.
Did you do a few more scrapes on a few other fish? Did you think that if I forgot fluke, did you check some more and find any more on any of them? I mean, you're always going to have fluke, mate. There isn't a pond out there that's not got any fluke. The fish will live in harmony with them to a degree. You'll get the odd one that might get a bit more of an infestation, and then if they start breeding and the summer comes, you get higher numbers come up. And then you need to treat. But don't just treat for one fluke if you've only found one fluke on all your fish when you've done random scrapes.
No, we've done
3 or 4 scrapes.
Yeah, I checked 3.
If you found them on them all, then you're giving them a treatment.
I checked 3 of them.
And one, you got flukes on all.
Let's get shopping tomorrow.
All 3 of them had flukes. Not all fucking like zombies, but some of them were like fucking zombies. But some were like proper going for it.
But it's the thing when you first ever find them, though, you're like, oh, me, like, what the is this? What's that? But then when you start finding them, you're like, yeah, well, it's just the odd fluke. Yeah, it's just that because you get used to what you're looking for because you know what you're looking for. Then it's always that first time, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you know, like, because Frankly give me that telescope, didn't he? Thanks, Frankly. And I found these little black dots, and I was like, what are they? It was the water things,
The bubbles. Yeah.
bubbles.
Yeah.
Oxygen
I was
bubbles.
like,
Yeah.
so I have learned something.
But yeah,
Last
that's the
time
thing, though.
Sorry, Dave. Go on.
That's the trick of it. You're trying to find the difference whether it's white spot, ick, or whether it is just that water on the slide and an air bubble.
Got to tell you this, right?
Oh, come on, Will.
Last night I was looking at that, and so I was, on that Facebook Marketplace. I know there's other places that you can buy things in there. So this woman was like, so I was looking for the better bonsai pot for this. Oh, this is God's honest truth now. So this woman turned around and she went, I've got these pots here, bonsai pots. I went, oh, look at that, that'll look lovely in that. She went, oh, yeah. So I was explaining to her, messaging her, saying, what the chords. She went, please come and collect it and you can have it. I was like, oh, thank you so much, love. What can wait do you see that?
Is it the size of a thimble?
There's a cotton reel. Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a fucking pot. Fucking hell, girl. She's massive, you know. But, yeah. But, yeah, that's...
You're about to use it for a sapling, a micro tree.
With that question... Sorry, Will.
Yeah, I think Mr. Webb's pulling out of the offer of his prize that he put in, which was a koi sock. So, if needs be, I'll pick one up and we'll put one in again.
I needed a koi sock.
Bugger.
Well, it doesn't. We'll do something and we'll get one.
We'll sort something
out. Yeah, we'll sort it.
It doesn't matter.
Who pulled out?
Mr. Webb.
Yeah, come on. Let's not mention that name on my channel, for God's sake, please.
Sorry, Dave.
Mr. Webb?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Oh, Will, shush, Will. I've got people live anyway, but sorry, that guy's name in my house does not exist, right? And I'm not bothered if he's listening or not. I don't like the guy. I can't stand him at all, right? And that's that.
This is Dave's house and Dave's rules.
This is my house.
Yeah, well, you said, like you said on one of your lives, you're in my living room, so it's one of them.
That's right, mate. That's right. You're sure, bud.
It is. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just had to bring that up and just.
Well, I'm going to jump off and watch it because my eyes are killing.
You look
Don't forget them peas, Aaron.
Right. Cheers for today, guys. I'll see you. I'll be watching in the
comments.
Aaron. Cheers, buddy.
And I'm going to drop off and enjoy the rest of this while I watch you continue.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Everyone's dropping off.
I've got a massive chicken kebab to eat.
See you later, Dave.
Oh, look at this. Everyone's just going, buff.
Yeah.
Just because I mentioned that person's name. Cheers, thanks.
Yeah.
I can't see the comments on my phone. Can I see the comments on my phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Top right of your screen, top right comment, and just click on the bit where it says comments.
I haven't got a bit that says
comments. Well, hopefully,
tap on your screen. Well, you should have.
Translate, copy, find selection.
Thank you very much for your help today, Dave. Thank you very much for having us on the show, mate.
It's not a problem. You've made me hungry now. Thanks.
I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to let you all sit here and watch me eat a chicken kebab.
One of these, Dave.
What are them? Oh, that's one of them things you brought home. No, I'm all right. I guess, to be fair, Carlos, it's not a bit harsh, mate. But that's only my opinion. So, it is what it is. Oh, the other saying that comes up with now, Jeff, you're going to start laughing. I don't know. Right, well, enjoy
I'll catch you all later on, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
See you later, guys. Thanks again for today, buddy.
And there we go. Fish. There we go. Jeff just put fish released, and we'll check filter tomorrow, lol.
Let's see if the fish is in it.
Yeah. Well, have you seen my Bendigoy? I don't think you have you? Look at this. This is a special from Daz's Koi Farm. Yeah, in my truck tank.
It better not be floating belly up, Dave.
No, is it chuff? Oh, it's still up. Right there in front.
Oh, yeah.
I think that looks nice as a tropical fish, Dave.
Yeah, should we just...
Do you want a shoal of them?
I think one's good enough, especially when your partner goes, that's a blooming goldfish. No, it's Bendigoy.
That's what everyone says when sees Bendigoy. That's what my missus would say, to be honest.
Yeah. Good evening, Vicky. Thanks for joining.
Evening, Vicky. Thanks again, Vicky, for today. I'm going to put
on work out how to get.
Yeah.
Thanks for that amazing time, Vicky. I'm going to get that put up tomorrow. Sorry, Dave.
And I don't. It's all right, Daz. Interrupt whenever you want. It's fine. I go. I totally agree, Carlos. But right, the only time that I'll say it right is because I had a lot of stuff going on, and I'm not going into it. So there are a lot of things that have happened, and I 100% agree with you. People need to get on. But the other side of it is, if people don't get on, then let's move on, and that's job done, finished. That's my view on things. Anyway, I'm too polite, right? Even after time. What you said? Well, sorry, I have to go. I'm going like this because of that white. I've got a white bit on my screen.
I'm trying to work out how to do me so I can see the comments as well.
Well, on your thing at the bottom, you should have. I think
it's got Mike and chat, but then it puts me in the back. It puts the comments just came in now. More comment one, but then I can't.
Well, it's all right. We can still see you anyway, so you're all goodwill.
All right, so you can still see me.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So you're all goodwill. Whatever works for you, mate. And then
I'm replacing the sock.
But that takeaway does look nice.
Bloody hell! What's? Oh.
Have you not put 50p in meter?
Jeez, I've been listening to you two pair, and now I've
it's done something now, as does. Oh God! At least it's not. Well, the positive is it's not happening at my sides for once. There we go. Oh, it's just gone now. And now I'm gonna find it hard to put back on. Well done, Franklin, lad, because Franklin's just put. I'm replacing the sock, 11-inch, not non-waterproof. I thought toy. Yeah, I think so. Right, hang on. There we go.
Yeah, I want to try that again.
Get Frank on. Frank, come on.
There you go. If your best buddy, well, I don't know if you are best buddies, but I'll just say it as that anyway.
My best buddy, you're a mank.
11-inch sock. What size are your feet? Jesus.
But if you are willing to donate that, a koi sock, then it's very much appreciated, frankly. But if you want, you could jump on as well, mate. Anybody could jump on the links up there. I know it's a bit of an up and down live, but we'll try and keep everything as positive as we can. But
I'm testing that with new gigs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wondered where that tape went missing, Paddy.
So when I put them on, they're see, I can't fuck all with them there, so they're manoeuvres.
Go. So what was that? What is your eyesight slowly? Well, it's same as everyone. When you get used to that pair of glasses, your eyes get used to it, and then you have to go for some more.
Yeah, but if I sit back now, I can't see the screen. But now it's crystal. But
without glasses.
So I just get. I don't know. My eyes have been good, but it's just DVHD in my eye as well. Which is another fucking thing after the transplant.
It is, as long as you're all right, Will, and you're plodding along, and what you could do is, just get rid of them flukes before Christmas. If you can do that, that'll be a mint, that won't it?
They'll be gone in a week, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that fluke Pete.
Pardon, fluke Pete.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You need 2 seconds. I'll go and get it because I've left it by my phone.
He's going to go and get these other learning plates by looking at this. Oh, look, he's doing a runner live on camera. You've just seen Will running live on camera. Yeah. But like I said, well, we're waiting for Will to jump back. If anybody does have any questions for any of us or whatever, drop them in the comments, and one of us will surely, hopefully, put you on the right track. That's not fluke P.
No,
Is it?
like FMG.
I know people go, oh, fluke P and fluke S and fluke M and all. I asked Vince and I said, Vince, I've got these. Before I knew what it was, I went, got these worm things that are in the scope sort of thing. He went, this fluke, blah, blah, blah. This is a lot. So, and he went, get this fluke P, get this fluke S, get this. And I was shopping, this went on. But tried it and it never worked. And I tried this. Someone said to me, try this. So I bought a litre of it. Obviously, 500 mils. But it freaking works for me.
It's one of them, isn't it? If it works for you, it
Parasite
works for you,
answer,
doesn't it?
cloverleaf.
Yeah, cloverleaf. Yeah, like I say, it's made by blanket answer people. Yeah.
But I swear to God, I put 22 mils in every day over 5 days. Turn the pond blue, obviously, and it
Does
doesn't
it say
work.
what the active ingredient is in it, Will?
Not 100% sure, Skeggy, because I don't know if Franklin Coy's putting one in or whether they were on a laugh. I don't know, mate. But
5 day
it doesn't
treatment.
matter. There'll be one going in. Oh, it's one of that. Everyone's treatment. People
Ingredients: malachite, green oxalate,
yeah, that's what gives it the blue colour. Yeah,
formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Yeah, so it's FMG
yeah.
by the sound of it. I know they
Yeah,
did say that you can use that for flukes, but I've never tried it myself.
5 day treatment instructions for you. Calculate volume of pond, shake well before you cap up. Squeeze bottle and fill the required amount. Add to bucket of pond water. Mix it in. Distribute over the pond.
Sorry, Daz. It said then Franklin just put backstage ghost. No, you haven't even come on, mate. Just jump on. It's fine.
For the treatment of flukes, anchorworm. What's anchorworm then?
Anchorworm is a not very common parasite. It's like well, it is like a little sort of worm thing. It's like a sucker on it, and it sort of latches onto the fish, and it leaves like a little thread. It looks like a thread coming off the side of the fish. You tend to get it more on wild fish, in your rivers and such. It's not normally doesn't normally occur in ponds unless you go and put wild fish like carp you've caught in a river in with your pond fish. So yeah, you're not very likely to ever come across that.
So this treats flukes, anchorworm, and white spot. So you're 3 birds with 1 stone, I think. If it works for me, it works.
Hi, Daz. Got a big roll of fiberglass here if you want it. I did ask my boys Coy if he wanted it, but never got back to me.
To be honest, mate, I've done little bits of fiberglassing, but I've never done any pond fiberglassing. So, and I have no intention to start doing it because it's bloody messy stuff. So I would like to say yes when someone else can probably make better use of it. So if someone else wants it, then by all means get in touch with you. Well, thanks for the offer, buddy.
Frankly, if you're watching this in the background, you need to mute the one in the background because otherwise you'll hear us twice. Not a problem. So are you actually on the question? Are you actually donating the koi sock? Or we actually?
Yep.
There we go. Sorted. It's not a problem. So there we go. Because obviously, guys will be able to add it. So there we go. You saw it all live. He's going to add it. So thank you very much, Frankly Coy.
Just need to find out where I can get my logo tattooed all over it now.
And then we've got Jamie at Life Around the Koi Pond. Just to let people know who are interested, I was looking at online for an underwater camera. I've seen one £101 brand new bargain.
That's a funny price, £101.
Yeah.
Just buy a holiday bag and stick your phone in it.
Yeah, but I think Jamie, he leaves his in the water, so it for him it sort of acts like a window, I believe. So I don't think you'd want to leave your phone in there all day.
No, it could be awkward if someone makes a call.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's calling me. Oh, I don't even know someone's calling me. And then somebody said I got mine off Amazon. It was £75 off Amazon from Hertzcoy. Good evening, Hertzcoy. And there we go. Carlo says, if anyone wants it, I'm in Stoke and it's free because it's in his shed and he needs the room.
Yeah, well, thanks for the offer, Carlos.
Unfortunately, Carlos, I don't know no fiberglass in. I'm a fabricator and I'll get enough fumes from that, so never mind fiberglass in fumes. I bet that's 3 times as bad.
I've only just worked out that I have to look here to the left of my camera.
What's his name? The fella up Yorkshire way has a YouTube channel, Matt. GRP Linings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, isn't it? He's got some good videos and that, but still, I would not be tempted to do it this end. It's just... I
don't actually think he works through the winter months. I think he just makes his money in the summer, and that's it. He goes into hibernate. But he's got mopeds and stuff, hasn't he? So.
But but I suppose it's all temperature related, though, isn't it? Because you've got to have so much hardener, this and that, and you've got to get it just right for that, for the humidity.
Dry as well.
Yeah.
It's dry. It's not enough trying to find dry weather in the summer, never mind the winter.
Pinko, did you give me that?
I possibly did, mate. Well, thanks for calling me Pinko. I can't remember. I got a load gifted to me from.
Does that say something
Martin
in Japanese?
From Martin at Devon Koi Pond. So I'll get in touch with him and hopefully he can tell me what the war on it, because he did tell me ages ago, but it's gone over my head now. Yeah, because I think you won one, didn't you?
Yeah, that's only shaky. No,
you might have. I don't know. You might have either donated when I was doing my charity walk, and then I auctioned off one of them, and you might have won it. I honestly can't remember, mate. And then Skeggy's just put the 11-inch diameter, non-waterproof. But I always thought koi socks were all waterproof.
Well, no, there's the ones that can hold water, and then there's the ones that are like a net, so they let the water straight through. Yeah. So the waterproof ones, you can carry water and fish. You can fill your bowl up with them, can't you? Keep scooping water up.
And they...
Not being sick here, but...
Linda gave you the key ring, Will.
Didn't a koi fucking net be what? Linda give you the key. What? Yeah.
Yeah, that's 10 and last.
Yeah.
With Dave trying to steal a thunder.
well, shit. To be fair, I think I do. She were poking me today, like, "Come on, you've got to do your live tonight. You've got to do your live tonight." So I've got to try and take it. She still wants one of my mugs, but you'll have to wait. If I reach 500 subscribers, then there will be another giveaway. But I don't know what will be in the giveaway, but there'll be something.
All these freaking AirPods. Well, I never bought them like that. I had mine wired into my.
I had mine wired into a desktop, then a program, whatever program that says. Then I watched my fish from work on my phone. To be fair, Jamie, the way I do mine, and this might, some people might find this a bit like sad or whatever. But when I'm at work and I'm on my breaks, and sometimes I'll just go on my camera that I've got on my pond and I'll just watch the fish all dinner, because they're that's the time when your fish are most natural. And if you have got the flicking and flashing when you're at home, they might not be, might not show it, but when you can see them and nobody's there, they're going to react more natural, aren't they?
Yeah, I do the same, to be honest.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, well, give over. If you wanted to, why don't you buy a gazebo like I have? put it next to your pond, and then you can just sit in all weather, and you can just sit in the gazebo and just sit by your pond. Free CCTV, that. Cost you,
I've just
well,
opened
cost
the
you a
door here.
gazebo. Can you actually see your koi pond from there?
Yeah. Can't you, Frank?
You're all right then.
I can literally feed them here as well. Couldn't feed them, like. So,
Go on, Will.
no, go on. Sure, so glad.
I was going to say,
I'm just made up. I'm on screen with Frank.
yeah, subscribers have been leaving me. I must have come across a really nasty chat. I don't think so, Tony. I just think, you know, it's getting close to Christmas time, you see. So they're all going to, you know, getting their lists out, and then they're going to sub to you and send you their list, you see.
Obviously, you didn't get them what they wanted last Christmas, so now they're reaping their revenge.
Yeah. Why don't you, with some of your fish you're growing on, give it to them as a giveaway for Christmas?
Yeah, drop it down the chimney. That'll go down well.
Yeah.
They're all waiting for Tony to come on in his Santa outfit. That's why.
Oh God.
Will's got to dress up as his elf on his elf on the shelf uniform.
Elf on the shelf.
And like I said, Skeggy, you know, that's your personal opinion if you wouldn't give him the time of day, but you know, it's each to their own, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. So he's on about what we was on about with fiberglassing. Just I'm not going to say them words, like, but yeah. But has anybody else got any questions that ain't fiberglass related? Because I know nothing about fiberglassing whatsoever. Or if you want to see Will put an L plate on his head, why have you still got them on your fridge? Your L plates. It's not, you can't see them, can you?
It's glasses.
Yeah, them L plates. That's what I just said. L plates. What? Them.
Yes.
Now where's he gone?
I don't know.
His missus.
No,
he's looking for the L plates in the fridge.
Yeah, either that or he's bought you a trifold, Daz.
I've got something for you, Dave.
Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. Oh God! Hey, back at you. I thought you honestly were going to get
so the L plates are for where my daughter obviously was learning to drive a car. To try and encourage the next two, but figure out. As you can see, faded.
Oh, you've got more. I thought you only had two.
Oh, it's not very well,
four. Yeah.
Let me just make this brew for my daughter.
But yeah, you know, if anybody does, as I said before, any questions, or if you know, with frankly, I don't think you've been on my show, or you might have been. I've had that many different shows now. I keep forgetting. But if you got any questions you want to ask me or Daz, well, Will puts an L plate on and tries making a cup of tea.
I've got a question for you, Dave. Where did you get that gazebo from? Because that's a wicked one. It's got a solid roof, hasn't it?
It's a polycarb roof with, I think it's a 3 mil wall box section, and everything's made out of mild steel, and it was off Amazon for 550 quid it was, but now they've gone up to nearly 600 quid now. But
that's still not a bad price, because that's a sturdy bit of kit, because I've got through about 3 in my time, and the cloth ones just go rotten after a bit.
Yeah, well, I got one from... I got one from B&M. There is other retailers out there, just so I can't get in bother. And I got the fabric one from there, and like I say, within 6 months, it were all torn to pieces. Yeah. And with all the wind that we've had recently, it hasn't even moved because it's quite heavy and chunky. Yeah. So even if you are paying more, you're paying more for the quality. But you can also do, if you wanted, a payment plan and pay it off within 12 months. I think it is. And Amazon do that for you. So it is quite nice. I think it's 3.2 meters by 3 meters.
That's a good size as well then, 12 foot by 10 foot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, but the legs are shorter, but they've measured it from the edge of the polycarb So one side's long, obviously longer than other. And I thought 3.2 by 3.2, I'll extend the decking and I'll do this. There were no point because they were actually shorter than what I thought they were. But with all the wind we've had and it hadn't moved, so I was thinking with this storm, what's going to happen? I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to have a gazebo facing the wrong way, aren't I? But I didn't.
Yeah, it'll be in a koi pond, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, as long as it doesn't kill me chags, because now I've got 4 chags now. Yeah. But yeah, Will, have you got any questions for Daz, frankly, me?
No.
No.
You're going to say
What? No, I was trying to get all technical for the auction night and got these freaking earplugs. These ain't koi related, by the way.
Yeah, but come on, Will. This is DT Koi live show. Sometimes it's about koi, sometimes it's just about a general chin wag, and that's what it's about, you know. People wanted me to come back to YouTube. I have, and I like to give something back where a lot of us can, you know, come together and just have a laugh.
I bought some of them freaking earplug things.
AirPods.
What the fuck? No, these freaking not. Yeah. I got a fucking clue how
AirPods
to
or
work them.
wireless headphones, whatever.
Here's a question for Daz. How have you got on, Daz? I know it's a bit, I suppose, being in the retail of koi, I suppose it's a bit of a bit of a closely guarded kind of thing. But how have you got on with parasites through this year? I mean, from what I've seen on YouTube videos, I mean, everybody's been suffering this year in one shape or form or another. So how have you got on down there, sort of on the scale that you keep koi on?
It hasn't been too bad this year. I've had a minor outbreak of trick. I mean, I went all last year with no trick at all. And then all of a sudden they just appeared from nowhere. This is what happens with parasites, though. And flukes, I've not had any flukes this year. Last year I had loads of flukes. None this year. But I have struggled this year with white spot and a minor bout of fin rot. And what else was there? I did get costia in one of the ponds, but this just happens. And sometimes you can put it down and you think, well, I put a new fish in, that's where it's come from. But other times you've done nothing to the pond whatsoever. It's been fine like the previous 12 months, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, parasites appear. You think, well, where'd they come from? You never really know. Were they always there in tiny numbers, and all of a sudden the environment's made the fish a bit stressed, and they've all of a sudden jumped on the fish and had a population explosion? There's no real way of doing it. All you can do is just monitor them and treat as necessary. Not had anything that's caused any damage this year or anything. So yeah, not had a bad season parasite wise. I'm doomed now, aren't I? They'll all be dead tomorrow.
Do you know, from a learning point of view, from a newbie, not a newbie koi, but
you're getting more into the hobby, so you're constantly learning.
Yeah. You know, if you left your pond just with flukes, like say 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I didn't know what a fluke was. If I just left and I never had a microscope, what would happen to you? What would happen?
What would happen would be
a pond,
the weakest fish in your pond, or the ones with a low immune system, or it generally tends to be things like showers, sankies, the ones that have been suffered a lot of inbreeding through the generations. They tend to die off first.
I'll drop you down, Will.
And you would lose those fish more than likely. The tougher fish, generally the plainer fish, will tend to tolerate it, shrug it off, and they'd coexist with the parasites, and it wouldn't be an issue. So it tends to sort out the sort of the strongest and from the weakest. You know, that's what happens in nature. It won't kill all your fish, well, not unless you're really unlucky, but it will just weed out the ones that are weaker.
I had a show which I got very early on in the year. Israeli. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but it just following treatments. It was never right. It just never seemed to recover.
You ready?
Just never seemed to recover. It was doing really well back at the shop. I mean, it had been in the shop for, I think I bought it in the January. So I didn't pick it up until like the March, and in the pond did the first treatment, and that was it. It ate a little bit, but it was like almost like it was making the effort to do it. It was pushing itself to do it, and then it just eventually just gave up.
Yeah,
but it lasted about 3 months, but following the first treatment of the flukes, it just never seemed to come round.
Yeah. Was your pond heated though?
The pond was at 14 degrees at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to say sometimes if the shop's heated and then you put it into a colder environment, it can make it suffer.
Because I downloaded it for free. You know, it succumbed to the breeding, the type of breeding, and obviously
what kind of fish was it? What variety?
Red Sancho. I mean, it's come from Israel, so God knows. I mean, the place I bought it from originally, I don't actually buy fish from there anymore.
Yeah.
It seemed to introduce a whole heap of problems.
Yeah.
Apart from that
can happen though with fish from anywhere. You put a new fish in and everything just turns to shit. It just seems
it's one of them.
Can of worms, literally.
But it's one of them. You know, you could get it from any koi dealer, garden centre, wherever you want to buy your fish from, and they could have scraped it. They could even scrape it in front of you and say, "Yeah, right, it's clean. I haven't found out." And transporting the fish from wherever to your pond, the stress level and this and that, you know, can cause it, you know, issues and bring something that wasn't there, but it might be in that water.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, me and Crafty and.
Sorry, mate. I have to run.
You're in and out.
Well, we're still answering your question anyway, because we know you're there or thereabout. Still on about the fluke stuff and that.
Yeah, me, Crafty, and the Balding Reef were actually chatting about this the other night. How changes in environment, changes, you know, stress to the fish and that kind of thing. It can open Pandora's box that you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
It is trying to catch it early enough, but you know, you want to catch it before then you start getting loads and loads and loads and loads, obviously on your slide. But there was one, like in one, I know I keep referring to Gaz's video, but it was when he was here, found a fish that was sulking. That was, every time I went to the pond, it was never sulking, but we saw it sulking. And like I said, I had trick, and there weren't just 1, 2, 3, 4. There were loads, but when every time you go down, that's what I said with a webcam, personally, or CCTV, whatever you want to call it, and seeing the fish more naturally, you might see it sulking and you can scrape it. Whereas every time I was at pond, it were moving about, like not everything was all right.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, I even rang Vince because my head was that far up my arse. I just didn't know what was going on. You could literally watch it spread from day to day. You could see different fish being affected by the issues. Like, and I eventually rang Vince and I said, "What do I do?" And he's just like, "Do what you're doing, hope for the best." And that was it. I think all
should have rang me, lad.
I think one thing that some people don't realise is when you introduce a new fish, there may not be anything wrong with that new fish at all. You're introducing it into an environment it is not used to, and the fish you've already got are immune to the environment they're already in. So sometimes that new fish just sort of everything sort of zeroes in on it, and then it, I think it's a chain reaction, starts the old pond going, you know. But it needn't be the fish you're putting in at all.
And then Jamie put a question there. I have a question. Would sinking pellets be better for winter or just stick to the floating ones? Well, I just stick with the floating ones, but I suppose koi carp, because they're still prefer to feed off the bottom, but
I
we've
give
sort
them
of got.
I've got both Takasumi from Skeggy.
The thing with sinking pellets is it can be quite difficult to monitor them. You know, you bung. You either got your auto feeder going, bunging them in, or you feed him by hand. And I would always say with sinking pellets, especially if you're going to go into the winter, do it by hand, because if those fish don't eat what's on the bottom of the pond, it'll all end up in your bottom drain and go rotten.
Yeah.
You know, and it don't always flush out and through into your filter, so you end up with a bottom drain full of quite heavy pellets that you've been bunging in there, and you're thinking the fish are eating them, and they're not. They're being swallowed up by the bottom drain and rotting.
Plus, it's harder to see them if they've not been eaten, isn't it, Tony? Whereas floating pellets, you know straight away whether they've been eaten or not.
You know exactly what's going on with floating pellets. Yeah.
Well, I've
Also,
always said
they tend to be high protein. I mean, they're sinking pellets are probably better to mix in with your floating pellets in the summer. And it will stop the fish scrambling over one another.
Yeah.
But it's one of them though. For me, having the retro bottom drain, I don't think even if I fed sinking food and I've only got it coming out of 40mm pipe, I've had twigs that are about 10mm wide that have gone straight through all the pipe work, straight through the pump, and I've seen it going into Nexus. So I would have thought the sinking pellet would have done the same, but whether I've only got a very short run, and with it being 40mm pipe, I don't know. I haven't had a bottom drain, retro drain that long, to be fair, but
it tends to conceal.
Sorry, it was just something come up because dogs watch
I do think on winter feeding you do have to monitor them, because you can't just chuck it in there and leave it.
It changes day by day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You'll be feeding one day and then be dormant for the next 2 weeks.
Chief astronomer.
No, you saw that on the telly. Well, no, you didn't. I posted it, didn't I? Yeah, you're in a different area to me, so you wouldn't have seen it on the telly.
No, your weather bill's well better than ours.
Holly, she emails me sometimes for pictures.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Very much appreciated. So we've got 41 watching. Come on, guys, give Dave a lift and hit that thumbs up. It'd be very much appreciated if you do. Oh, no, dog. No, don't be going that way. I'm not having my phone and everything fall again. Come on, gently, dog. There we go.
Fucking mad.
Everything with children and Bonsai. And there's all the room in the front room, but no, it has to walk where the wires are for plumbing PC.
Say again, Tom.
Animals, honestly. What are they like? Don't, anybody want 2 dogs? They can have 2 dogs.
Nope.
Yeah, I used to send in pictures to the weather people quite a lot and get quite a lot of them on the telly, but I've stopped doing it the last 12 months or so because I've been getting into this really. But I had I had 3 of my 5 minutes of fame because the BBC South collared me to interview me at Blenheim Palace, and I had a good half day of filming with her, and it was 2 minutes on the telly. There you go.
So that's you being on telly. Will's being on telly. Can't more of us get on, the mainstream TV? Saying that, to be fair, I don't even watch much mainstream TV anyway.
I was disgusted over that, though,
Yeah, but
time I'm ever going to be on telly is if I'm watching one of the videos on the big screen.
But it was, you've still got onto mainstream TV, whether it's for a couple of seconds. You've still got your message there.
I've been on telly a few times, but I'm saying that what they covered there.
Give over, guys. Yeah, they're little monitors.
Fuck off. That what they covered there was all about I'm a celebrity, look at me, that I'm doing this. It weren't not. They should have had more cancer patients on I know they had a few, but it was, oh, look at me walking over a fucking tightrope.
They misled you a bit, didn't they?
Yeah, and I was like, what the? No, I was shocked. But
Yeah,
You're still up there, and that's the point, And your story, we are, through the koi community, has helped you, and this is what it's about, everyone helping one another. And even if people don't do YouTube, just the point of, everyone watching others, or just even coming home and sitting by your pond if you've had a bad day or like that, just sitting by your pond can relax you from a busy day and just.
Dave, you know what you need to do? Go into counselling, lad.
Why? I don't need counselling. I've got a pond, mate.
No, not to be a counsellor. Just sit and listen to you all day, lad.
Yeah, right. Now I know you're being a sarcastic.
No, I think he's right. Dave. You are a good listener.
But I can listen, but that's about it. I'm like,
better than freaking Santa. I've asked him for a freaking PlayStation 5 all freaking year, and he still hasn't fucking got back to me.
Yeah, I think you can have there's some PlayStation 1s out there still, second hand.
Drop a dead fish down
the original
this Christmas.
PlayStation 1.
Or a lump of coal, Tony. Give me a lump of coal.
Life around the koi pond has asked another question. I was watching a video this afternoon about adding cold weather bacteria to your pond. What's your take on it?
Waste of time.
Not necessary.
There you go. I was gonna go around each one of you, but Tony's already answered. Daz has answered.
Yeah, but cold bacteria will already be in your pond. It'll in low numbers. It'll just generate more when the conditions are right. So there's not much point adding something that's already there anyway. It's just
one of them.
Isn't it, out of us.
I think it's just sales. I mean, they're going to invent a different bacteria for different seasons next, like food.
So, Tony, you've given the big idea away. I was going to invent that, and I could retire. But it's one of them. Like everyone else. To be fair, Jamie, I think it's a waste of time when unless you're heated and the bacteria is there. As soon as the temperatures start dropping, your bacteria is still there, but it slowly drops because as the temperature drops, you're not feeding your koi. Everything just starts dropping down a bit. Like my fish this week have been fed 3 times, and 2 of them were yesterday and 2 today. So they haven't fed it all week because they haven't been interested in it. I've gone down, thrown a little bit on. 5 minutes later, they haven't touched it, so I've took it back out again. And then,
I think the best thing you can do for your koi through the winter is just keep that water good. Just keep it good.
Yeah.
You might not have to do so many water changes. You might not have to clean your filters so much, but keep the water good.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of them. What you've done throughout the summer shouldn't be just as a summer thing. Just do what you've done and just keep doing it in all 4 seasons, 365 days a year. Do what you always do. But like in summer, I clean my filter twice a week. But because I'm not feeding them as much, I drop down that to once a week. Just little things like that, and like you say, still doing everything you normally do. And the other thing you change is you only clean it once a week because you're not feeding as much.
Yeah.
I just have to bring this up. It's like Crime Watch lineup. Well, still, it's better than mainstream TV.
The one thing I do is I have a look in my filter every day. Just check it. I've covered the pond now, but I was getting quite a few leaves going down the bottom drain and through and into me filter. So
Tony, don't mention that.
Check on it.
I did my normal cleans. I did my normal cleans Friday evening. I've got half a pond vac full of leaves, all at that pond, no leaves. I've gone out today. I've come home. Pump's near enough blocked up. And then I've had to clean leaves again. Leaves! Guys, come and get rid of them trees. And I ain't got no leaves.
I'll wait till the leaves have fell off and I'll chop them down for you.
I mean, I was about to say same, Gaz, but I didn't want to say out. Do.
Yeah.
I got a big willow tree in my
Oh,
garden.
you can say something else then.
No, it's absolutely massive, and I was meant to have a tree.
You're not helping the situation.
I'm sure it is, Tony.
No, the willow tree is you know, you could see it from space. It's really big, and I got a tree surgeon was meant to be coming about 3 weeks ago, and he was about to start. He took the pine tree down next door, which was good.
Yeah.
But he was going to do my willow, and the weather changed, and he hasn't. But he's due next week. But unfortunately, all the bloody leaves have come off it in this last 3 weeks.
Oh.
So it's been a nightmare, absolute nightmare.
So
I don't know if they affect your fish though, because willows contain, I think it's salicylic acid, which, if I'm correct, contains natural aspirin.
Yeah, you're right.
Aspirin. Now, could that affect your fish in quantities?
Yeah, it does. And the pine tree did as well.
Yeah.
Very acidic. Really
water,
bad.
yeah.
I was forever scooping it out. You know, every morning I'd be scooping the bloody stuff out of there. But pine tree's gone now, which is good news.
One down, one to go.
And I mean, I wasn't going to cover my pond. Well, I say that earlier in the year, I thought I would cover it, and then I priced to cover it, and to buy the polycarbonate brand new was going to be about 500 bloody quid. So I decided not to, but and then I thought, well, and I bought a one of those clear tarpaulins with the string reinforcing through it.
Yeah, so they don't rip.
30 quid, and I thought, right, I'll cover it with that.
Yeah,
great. I put it on yesterday. It rained overnight. I had the biggest swimming pool above my pond you ever did see.
Got some fish in there, Tony.
So I've had to go back to the design, put a few more bits of wood and stuff in to hold it up in the air. I had to put a nail through a long batten and spike the bottom of this bloody thing a few times all over so it was a cauldron to drain it off. Oh dear, but it's all right now. So I feel warm under it.
It's one of them though, so you've got to keep trialing things, and what something don't work, and then you try something. And it's like, isn't it? When it comes to your ponds, you trial this. Wow, that don't work. But if I did that bit to that and that bit to that, eventually everything then locks into place, doesn't it?
Have you seen that fella on YouTube? The pond guy or the pool guy?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking whopper. Not ass. He can fucking hear me address that. He's a whopper and a half. You don't do this, you don't do that. This is how you clean. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Is that the term whopper? What's a whopper? I thought a whopper was a burger or something.
See, that's because you're too old, lad. A whopper is a...
Use your nice words.
Nice words, Will. Come on.
Yeah.
Stupid man.
If you don't know me by now, Will, and to be fair, I'm over polite, to be honest.
A very, very silly person.
Yes.
There you go.
Some of the stuff you don't do. Don't need to cover your ponds. You don't need to use this pipe. Don't need to use K1 in your freaking Nexus or your. Fuck off, lad.
By the way,
you don't need to cover your pond. It's personal choice, really. But my pond went down to its coldest. It went down to about 2 degrees last year, and I thought, and they don't like it. The koi just don't like it. So I thought I'd try and keep it up a bit higher this year, and you can extend the amount of time you can feed them for as well.
Yeah. I've got 4 polycarbs over mine. Sorry, Frank.
Dave, is it? Eden Koi Pond. He's covered his pond with the same sort of.
Yeah, I saw that.
Out there, Tony. I've got one the same actually.
Yeah.
Second time lucky. First one was too big, but I'm going to build a frame the same that Dave has. I've not noted on any of his videos that he's complained about pooling on the top of it. He's pulled it quite tight and stapled it. So I'm going to do the same that he's done, because I've got the same problem you've got. I wake up in the morning after it's been raining and I've got a pond on top of a pond. So
with rats swimming in it.
Well, mine's right up on a frame. I mean, it's sort of I don't know. It must be 5 foot above the pond, the tarpaulin. You know, so yeah, it was yeah. I couldn't believe my eyes this morning. This great big pool hanging over the pond. Yeah, I had to spike it.
It is, you know, I'm not. I did cover my pond the first year, but didn't cover it last year. It didn't freeze. That was the main purpose for me, so it didn't freeze. But I ain't even going to bother covering it. I've got the 40mm polycarb. Am I probably going to use it? Probably not. I might just end up putting it on my roof instead. Not on my actual house roof. I'm on about my pond roof.
I think the problem with covering it at pond level, you know, directly on the pond, every time you want to have a look at those fish, you've got to either hinge one of those covers up or whatever to see them, unless you've got window. But at least if you cover it much higher up and make it a greenhouse above your pond, you can walk in there and still see them as usual.
And has anybody else got any questions for anybody else, or putting them in the comments? Because we've got another one from Jamie. It's Jamie's question and answer time, isn't it? Just to say, the best thing I've bought so far is the long sleeve gloves for cleaning the filters. I think for people with multi-bays, it's a must.
Yeah, I've got some of them.
Marigolds.
Yeah, massive thing.
I haven't got any gloves.
Man up and get your hands mucky.
I haven't got any gloves. I just get in there and squeeze all that shit out the sponges.
Yeah, it's the best way, Tony.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
think
think, you know,
afterwards.
Not recommended. It's one of them, you know.
Maybe the story. I had some grave diggers at work once some years ago, and they dug a couple of graves around the back of the cathedral, and they came in, and one of my chaps says, "Do you want any? You want some bacon sarnies?" And they said, "Oh yeah, I'd love a bacon sarnie." They've been hard at work digging these graves, and by hand, not a machine. And anyway, so Dave, my bloke said, "Do you want to go and wash your hands?" He said, "No." And they bloody grave diggers. Their hands was, you know, terrible.
Yeah.
You're not a vicar, are you, Toad?
Eh?
You're not a vicar, are you?
No.
You just said cathedral at work.
Yeah. Well, I was clerk of works for the cathedral in Oxford and Christchurch, the college. Yeah.
And then
Tony.
Sorry, Frank?
My profession also.
Yeah. I've seen some of your shorts or videos or something. I mean, you deal with quite large housing association type stuff. Yeah, I was a bit different to that because I specialised in conservation, really, from grade 1, 2, 3, 2-star buildings. So a little bit different, but it's still making sure the job's being done bloody properly. Yeah.
Getting comfy.
Yeah, I've yet to find one like that, but there you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we've got Will falling asleep here, so I'll just skip the building stuff. And Daz, the next time we all come to yours, could we all camp in tents and have a nice drink?
Have a nice drink.
Yeah,
of course we can.
See what it says, but I'll just, be polite.
Yeah. Have a hot tub party. Yeah, no worries. When it's a bit warmer though.
Yeah,
Give a bit of
probably not
notice
when
so I
it's
can cut
cold.
the grass first.
And then Gavin put theoretical question: if you greenhoused your pond, could you heat the air inside the greenhouse to keep the pond temp?
Of course you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
absolutely.
If you can afford it.
If you can afford it, yeah.
Yeah, but if you've got a log burner or something like that, and you can get the wood for free, then mind you, you'd have to be there all day and night feeding the log burner.
Yeah, you just need somebody on. You'd have to just pay somebody just to keep putting wood in it, just to keep your fish going. Probably be cheaper to run it on electric, wouldn't it?
It probably would.
Saying that though, you got the you can get them on Amazon, can't you? The little Chinese diesel heaters. I think it's
diesel heaters are good because you can run them on chip fat and paraffin and engine oil.
Is it Andy at Derby Coy? He's got a diesel heater.
Yeah.
And believe it or not,
big one as well.
By any chance, frankly, Coy, did you read this comment out? You know, did you see that in the comment first?
No comments. My phone's dead and my tablet.
It scares me a little bit though, the diesel heaters, where the pipe goes through your wall. I've seen a few where things have caught fire. It gets bloody hot.
It was Gifter's Coy. I watched this video, and there was another one sort of middle of the summer, I think it was. Somebody else did one.
Yeah. It's definitely one worth looking into. It's an option, yeah. And it is a cheap option, but like I say, you just got to make sure that you don't burn the place down.
I think that's why it's got a I think when I watched Darby Coy's video, got a little monitor, and as soon as there's a problem with that, it sort of shuts itself off.
Right.
I believe so.
Yeah, I've watched videos of guys installing them and that, and it's surprising what gets melted. It's too close.
But it is. There's a lot of options, like you say. You've got the log burn, you've got inline heaters, you've got air source heat pumps, you've got the diesel heaters.
Connected them up to like a radiator system. Those diesel heaters. I don't know how effective that is long term.
I always thought of that as extending the pipe out into the garden to the pond.
Yeah.
I bet it works though, you know.
Yeah, I bet it would. Yeah.
Just planning me, just wrapping off, do me.
Yeah.
And then Marcus says, "Evening all, a bit late to the party. Great to meet you all today. It was brilliant to meet you as well, mate."
Yeah, fantastic.
Nice to meet you, Marcus.
Yeah.
Turn your pond into a ground source heat pump by just keep digging it deeper.
I don't think we all want to go as deep as Tony, but I didn't think your pond was that deep until you.
I know, that's well massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's set now, you know.
And then we've just got from Russell Leach, Nigel's log burner is brill with back boiler keeping the pond temps up really well.
Yeah.
Well, as you were saying, I went to Chris Masters. If you don't know who Chris Masters is, you'd have heard of Coin Masters Advantage, which is he makes it. When I went to his one of his ponds, he's actually got a normal radiator. I don't know how it works, but he's got a normal like house radiator that's keeping that pond at a certain temperature, and then it is like a greenhouse inside it. So
probably
and then
by gas, I think.
Yeah, I imagine.
So
it's probably is a good way to go. Actually, the way that Tony's done there, he's sort of tented it over the pond, and you've got that trapped air in there.
Yeah.
And then what else was there? Apparently, I guess I just put there. Darby's course is just bust and isn't working right now.
Oh.
That can't be good.
I thought he serviced it the other day and put some new parts on it. I saw, but obviously it went wrong, I suppose.
Yeah, but to be fair though, the chag I got off of him, that still wants to eat like a gannet now. When I put some fishing pond, my lord, honestly, chucked a bit on it. I had 20 pellets in one mouthful. I'm like, I've never seen it do that before. Normally they have about 5, 6. These roll 6 million just went. Like,
he great.
You know, he must be
nice
greedy.
fishing.
How'd it go, How'd it go, Dave?
Yeah, not twice. I ain't falling for your stuff this time, Will, with all your blooming comments and I'll come on as this name. Yeah. Bell. In his last feed, he said it packed up. Like I said, I thought, guys, that no, sweetheart. I honestly thought that it would servicing parts and put it all back together, and then it would up and running. But I think he's dropped one yesterday, but I haven't had time to watch it.
As Santa's on, boss.
Well, you want
your ideal Christmas present, koi related, what would it be? That you need. That you need.
My another koi.
You don't need no more koi, lad.
2 seconds. You'll be able to run the show.
I'll tell you what. This isn't a must by any means. But
that you wouldn't buy yourself, should I say?
Yeah, no, I can't do that then.
Well, go on, man. Go on.
Well, I've got a good quality microscope that I've had for donkey's years, but my eyesight isn't as good as it used to be. Looking through them bloody, it's a what they call them?
Apex one.
It's got two, and I only ever use one eye. So I wouldn't mind getting one with a screen or adding a screen to the one I got.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use. I'm the same as you, to be honest, Tony. My eyes are buggered, so I jumped on the LCD screen microscopes quite a while ago, and the latter. I got the Bresser. I had the what's the one that I gave you? Well, I can't remember what it's called now.
Celestron.
Yeah, and I thought I didn't rate the screen that much, so I got the Bresser after watching Lee Hadfield's video. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's much difference between it. If anything, I think the Celestron is actually a better build quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been looking at a hospital one for bloods. So, I don't know. Just a thought, really.
Scott,
Dave, what about you?
What?
A Christmas present that you could not buy yourself for your pond.
Well, to be fair, I could do with a new jumper to help do with my pond work. Does that count? You've got DT koi jumper. If anyone would like to purchase me one for Christmas, thank you.
What was that, Dave? What was it?
A new jumper to do all my stuff on my pond. Yeah.
Some merch.
Yeah, so some more merch because this one's.
Guys, what about you, lad?
Nice legs.
Oh, big batch of koi mugs because people keep.
I thought you were going to say a big batch of
koi
mugs.
Yeah, and that as well.
I haven't had any done yet. I shall have to sort something out. Yeah.
I know a man who's got a very good idea for koi mugs.
And I gather by that face that it's frankly koi. I would never have guessed, Will, with all the hints and the suggestions. But it's got a Budlove there. I'm digging out the new pond right now. Fish gained massive size from sake. But it seems like a lot of people have had good growth off of that sake. But
yeah,
if you don't mind me asking, Scott, what size pond have you got and what literage was it before you started digging a new pond? Or if you want, you can come on and showcase your pond or talk about your pond. That's fine.
Number one, guys. You know them like reptile fish that you've got?
Axolotls.
Yeah, they don't go in your pond, did he?
Yeah, I've had them in the pond for about 5 years. No, I haven't got them in the pond at the moment, but previously I kept them in there for about 5 years with the koi. Yeah, they're in there 2 years with the koi, no problem. Until one day, I decided to take all the koi out. I'm trying to think what I think I'd had a parasite issue or something, and I thought I'll nuke the pond. So not only did I PP it, I think it was trick, and I was struggling to get rid of the trick. And I thought, right, you bastards, I'm going to take the fish out, I'm going to treat the fish and give them a dip treatment, and I'm going to nuke the pond. And I forgot I'd left the axolotls in. And they went white. I bleached it. I PP'd it. I did everything. And then I remembered I'd left them in. So yeah.
When
Things
you
went well.
say they went white, they went white and they was dead, was they?
They
Or,
was dead. Yeah, the
yeah.
bleach. I
I was
put
going to
about.
say you didn't end up with them white and still alive.
No, they weren't still alive. No, I put about 6 litres of neat bleach in. So
Oh, wow.
The only thing I wouldn't recommend is
normal conditions. They will thrive quite happily in the pond, and they will coexist with your koi. Just don't do anything stupid like I did. Take them out at the same time as you take the fish out if you're going to hit it with any real strong chemicals.
So are they fish yet?
I'm gonna have to duck out, guys. I've got 1% left on the tablet. It's gonna sort itself.
All right,
Okay,
thanks.
mate.
plug it in. Right?
Cheers.
We'll have to talk Clark at work sometime, Frank.
Mate, honestly, I could go on for days.
I couldn't do what you do because I've never done that sort of stuff really. I've done
But
some
on the different notes, some I
projects,
wouldn't.
but not housing. Oh, nightmare! I'd think.
Housing, refurb, tower blocks, that kind of thing. Yeah, tower blocks I prefer to housing, but even still, you still got the same problems. Contractors, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But one thing I would not recommend you put in your pond is a turtle. Because I remember seeing a video not long ago with a guy that had a turtle in his pond.
Yeah, I had a turtle. Yeah, I had one. You know what?
you didn't get that. That went straight over your head, now, didn't it?
Yeah. You know what? I swear.
How uncanny.
So this, what I swear, it's fucking will, wasn't it? But someone down the road knew I had a pond, and they had this fucking tortoise thing. It was like it was a turtle. In the end, I found out what it was. The red-bearded turtle. But obviously, I didn't know how to look after them. And we had a big Wendy. Where we shed is now, we had a big Wendy house full of fucking kids' toys and that. So made like a little runway for it to the pond.
Runway.
Put ramps up and everything into the pond. Well, anyway, it fucking went diving in the pond. Made a little rockery thing for it. It was good. In the summer, it was good. In the winter, went to check it in the house. I went, oh, it's fucking dead. It's fucking hibernating. I didn't know. Fucking fantastic.
I didn't know turtles hibernate. I know tortoises do, but I didn't know turtles hibernate.
Yeah, they will. They'll hibernate in the mud at the bottom of the lake as well.
As you were answering that question, Gaz put that comment down there. They hibernate, Will.
Yeah, I didn't know. But then, yeah. So I've murdered the fucking turtle.
Oh, well.
Howard,
I can't say anything.
I think Vince's son got some turtles, and he had 3 of them, I think, in a tank.
Yes. They're not easy to keep, though.
Now, this was like freaking this. Massive it was.
Yeah.
It was massive.
Soft shell, if they don't get the right vitamins and stuff, and the right amount of vitamin D, you've got to have them under lights. If it's
in the summer, because I made like a little rockery in the pond, and then in the summer it was just sitting on. It was just sunbeaming.
Yeah, the
like,
day in the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would feed them on?
I had to give them liver.
Right.
Iron content or whatever, and I think it was a couple of fish and all kinds of stuff just to keep the shell healthy.
I was giving it lettuce.
That's a tortoise,
How would axolotls work with having a bottom drain?
Oh, fine, so long as they're not really tiny axolotls. If it's normal size, full-grown axolotls, 6-inch, 8-inch, they're not going to get down your bottom drain anyway.
There you go, Gavin. I haven't got none, so I ain't got a clue, mate.
Well, I say that they get down your bottom drain unless they're really, really hell-bent on trying to kill themselves.
And then Jamie's got another question there, I think. Just been looking at infrared radiant floor heating rug. Do you think it would work under my grow-on tank?
I've never heard of one, so I won't have a clue.
Well, that's like having a heating pad.
Floor heating rug.
You can get heater pads, can't you?
Yeah.
That sounds like what it is, more or less. Like
lizards and that.
But where you're thinking about having your grow-on tank, Jamie, you're putting it in your filter house or you're putting it somewhere in your house, just so we sort of, have a rough idea where it's going to go. Because then,
one thing I would say is a word of caution: if it's electric, it sounds like it's going to have a series of heating cables, sort of an element going backwards and forwards. If you put something on it like a koi tank that's bloody heavy, watch you don't crush the cables and short it out.
And is that what's going on tonight? Every time somebody answers the same question, and somebody always puts it in the comments below at the same time. Yes, to the spilled water.
Yeah, because again, it's got to be a series of cables that loops backwards and forwards that heats up. You don't really want water on that.
No, and then the guys put another comment saying you'll zap yourself. So, which is true.
Yeah, wear rubber boots all the time.
Yeah, marigolds.
And marigolds, yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones, but there is other options out there, inline heaters, and it depends where you're putting it. Because if you're putting it in your house, then you could just put it in a warmish room. No. And then it'll stay warm that way.
Yeah.
Or just put insulation around it, the Kingspan or something like that.
Have it in the middle of your lounge. Was it Crafty who had that? About 2 years. No, it was Hilsey. Hilsey at the indoor pond.
Well, to be fair, I have got an indoor pond, then I've got my truck tank in room. But
you've got a cap behind your head.
I've got what?
Fucking cap behind your head.
Did you see it earlier? It was tickling him with his tail. His tail kept doing that.
Yeah. It's the only thing in this house. We've got 2 cats, 2 dogs. I've got my son. I've got my daughter. I've got a missus, and she's a beautiful woman. If she is listening, I doubt it. And then I've got all the fish.
Dave. You don't put your missus last. You should have put her first.
Well, I'm always last on her list, I think. Please tell me she's not watching, otherwise I'm in the doghouse.
Daddy,
yeah, I'll have to set now,
Your children are nice, Dave. They're not giving me sweets. It's for me to do it.
Shit.
Very nice.
Steady, Will. Steady.
Don't forget to water it.
What the size of that? Massive, isn't it? Let's take a look at that. Massive. Set now.
That's going to take some wrapping, that is.
Yeah, it's quite heavy.
Now you're going to have to think about building a box for it to be delivered in now, aren't you? That's your next idea, Will.
A crate.
Yeah.
Wooden crate.
Yeah.
Doesn't take longer than the bloody tree.
You can see the cogs turning.
The easiest way to pack it away would be to actually keep that one as the design model, put 3 or 4 reels of wire and a pot and some flocking in a box and send that to the winner. Say, there you go. Do it yourself kit.
I actually don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know. I'll just pack it because if it does get damaged, it doesn't get damaged that much. Like a leaf might fucking be out of shape.
You can bend it back into shape, can't you?
Yeah.
Well, like the little small trees that you give me, Will. A few of them were a bit bent out of shape. That's why I rung you. I don't know how long ago. Well, when you sent them to me, did you make it that shape? You went, no, it's just bent. You just go, and it's into shape.
Delivery guys don't just lob it over the side gate like they normally do.
Yeah, I know. No, it is easily bendable back into shape if you know what you're looking at. Then.
Yeah.
But,
the 2 little ones that Will sent me, one of them's been at the bottom of the pond. I had to net it out.
The thing is, Will, you need to buy. You know what you need to buy, Tony, for Christmas? Some new glasses because it says it's live for fussy.
Can you do water lilies in those as well, Will?
So I'm learning how to do these. You said it earlier, Toad.
I said it earlier.
Willow. Willow.
Like a willow.
Yeah.
But
I've seen them done like they look really effective how they cascade down.
Willow.
Oh God, no! It's not willow. It's not willow. It's
Pine.
a Japanese plant.
cherry.
No, not cherry blossom. Oh my!
Acer.
Orchid. Like orchids.
Orchid. All right.
Yeah. I'm learning how to do this. Fucking so
Cherry
hard.
Japanese,
Have
I don't think so.
you seen them Japs? What they make? They make peacocks and everything.
Oh wow!
They're amazing. Honest to God, they're amazing.
I misheard that. What do they make?
Peacocks, dragons.
Thank God for that. Peacocks. Oh, okay.
Well, it could be worse, Tony. You said worse today.
Honest to God, they are. There's something else. Just sit and watch them for an hour or so. You know.
Oh, my ears.
Later, Gaz. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Does that mean Gaz is off to bed? It's a bit early. This. It's a bit early. Well, you took the words right out of my mouth.
What was it?
He's had a long day though. We all have it. I mean, we were all up early this morning.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you were quite lucky. You got a show today, so you know it's all the dedication that I've done through the day, and then I give you.
It's used to these early mornings, though, Dave, because you get up at 2:30 to get to work.
No, when I used to start at 6, I had to get up at 3:30 and be out at door at 4:30 because I don't drive, so I had to get a bus. But I have to walk like near enough 2-3 miles to the bus stop for one bus to blow and go to work for 6, and I've gone there.
Yeah, so, that's I got to work.
Our closest bus stop is shut at the moment because they found a gas leak under it. So we have to walk to the next one.
Someone's smoking there. Wait a minute.
We have to walk up the road to the next one, down the road to the other one. Oh dear, nightmare.
Right, I'm off, guys. All right.
Oh, he's off to bed too now as well.
No, it's catching, isn't it? Night, Will.
He's learning to be Santa. He's going to grow a beard.
Get some rooting hormone on that kid.
Apparently, Gaz is not going to bed to sleep. He's obviously got a lot of reading to do.
Yeah.
Right, nice one, Dave.
Catch you later, Will.
Always right, guys. Nice one.
See you, Uncle.
Cheers, Will.
See you. But honestly, it's been a fantastic day, and I've had a fantastic time. And if anybody else does have any more questions they do want to post before we end the live in about 11:15, because then at least I can still have a takeaway because Gaz has made me blooming hungry.
Is that time already?
Yeah, it's 11:15, Daz.
I couldn't.
I didn't start my live till 8:30. So 8:30, 8:10. Everyone wanted a 2-hour show. Good night, Gaz.
He's got a lot of reading to get on with.
Yeah, night, Gaz.
Night, Gaz.
And then you're thinking, like, is it that time? Well, it's past your bedtime too, Daz, is it?
No, to be honest, mate, I'm still buzzing from today. Then I'm thinking, my eyes feel a little bit sore, but I'm wide awake mentally.
Night, Lisa.
It's adrenaline.
Good night, Lisa.
Night, Lisa.
And like I said, if oh dear, like, well, if we've got another 4 minutes,
you're right,
go on,
buddy.
Jigsy off as well. This is catching.
Well, that's the thing, Jigsy. Don't be going. I'm pulling any more of them teeth out, mate. Not a good idea.
That's what I call dentistry. That is.
To be fair, it has been a great day, and to be fair, I wasn't really going to do a live. Everyone might just do one. And to be fair, it's been a great day all the way from 6 o'clock this morning up until now. So.
All your days should be. Something bad can happen.
No, I'm making sure it's not. Hang on. We've got a question. We might not be ending yet. I think it is anyway. I've just sort of got it. It's only an idea. I'm not thinking about doing it myself. Just people wanting to heat their water for growing on fish. Well, Jamie, like I said, if you're putting it, say, in your filter house somewhere, then either heat the room, and you might get a little bit, or insulate the actual bit. I wouldn't put electric and stuff unless you've got inline heaters.
put it in a void underneath the tank somehow, maybe. But yeah, be careful whatever you do with electrics and water.
And I hope you've tidied them electrics up as well, Jamie, so they're all nice and tidy now.
Dave will be coming around to check.
I heard of somewhere in Yorkshire, but I don't know whereabouts. But if you want, I'm no electrician, but I can come out and I can say, yeah, it's tidy enough. Yes. I can come for a visit if you want one, Jamie. It's not. I don't think you're that far away from me.
I think the thing is, there's sort of two ways of doing a grow-on tank as well, isn't there? You either buy one in, or you make it yourself. So
Yeah.
you know, it's depending what you're doing really. But I think if you buy one in, don't just sit it on some cold floor or something anywhere. Put a slab of insulation down before you stand it.
Polystyrene makes a massive difference.
Yeah, and then obviously insulate all the sides as well, and do what you need to do. But if you're making it yourself, again, make it fully insulated on the bottom as well as the sides.
Yeah.
So there you go. And I think everyone's saying good night to one another. And thank you very much, Finland lass. It was you that kept bugging me all day. You've got to do your live, and then Budget Punky, but Chris, you got to do your live. So I keep everyone happy, you see, and that's what it is. So it's a Saturday night, and then don't forget tomorrow, guys. I know Gaz has gone to bed, but Gaz is doing a live. I think maybe no, I won't say that. But there is next Saturday.
Frank does yoga.
Yeah. There is Crafty's live auction. It's his third one on a Saturday. Go and check it out, because I could tell you what the Ginrin Matsuba. I think it's a Ginrin Matsuba. Definitely a Matsuba anyway. I'm not great with all the names. Great service, and it were a quality fish when it turned up. So go and check Crafty's out next Saturday, because obviously it's my Saturday off. So on that note, guys,
downward dog.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today and tonight, Finland.
And also keep calm, keep coy, and until the next one, I don't know.
I don't either.
Catch you on the next
night,
one.
I think.
Yeah.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Cheers, Dave.